Today, President Obama declared Flint, Michigan, a disaster area.
There's a water crisis in Flint, Michigan.
It's a public health crisis of massive proportions. Lead in the water supply in Flint, Michigan. People breaking out in rashes, losing hair. The doctor who sounded the alarm was ignored, but not anymore.
In 2014, Flint switched its water source from Detroit's water to the Flint River. The new water source was improperly treated, causing lead from the aging pipes to leach into the water supply. Many of the water service lines in Flint were installed between 1901 and 1920. This was before the U.S. declared lead piping dangerous and were prohibited from being used.
Although there is an acceptable level of lead, there are no safe levels for children to consume.
Thousands of young children have been exposed to dangerous levels of lead in the water that they drink. Children are especially at risk for lead poisoning because they can absorb 40 to 50% of lead in the water, while adults can only absorb 3 to 10%. Lead, a neurotoxin, has major effects on children's internal organ systems. The brain is especially vulnerable since it is still developing.
The effects of lead poisoning can be long-lasting and have a profound negative impact on a child's future. Learning disabilities, drops in IQ, and behavior issues are all common in children who have suffered from lead poisoning.
Residents in Flint have reported breaking out into rashes and losing their hair when exposed to water.
Flint, Michigan is a financially unstable area. Due to this, most residents don't have transportation and can't make it to health centers, clean water, or to the free water filters being given to the residents. Even before switching water sources, there was 5 times the amount of lead in the water when compared to the normal values.
Over 50 doctors told officials that the lead levels were too high while they continued growing, and the state told them that they were wrong. It was not until multiple lawsuits were filed that the state considered, but still denied the charges. It took 18 months for state officials to begin testing the water from the time that complaints first aired.
Due to the large issues with the water, any funding provided goes directly to lawsuits instead of initiatives to help with the economy.
Programs that focus on success in the classroom is one way officials plan to accommodate the effects of lead poisoning in the children in Flint. Another resource that would benefit the kids is providing health services and nutritional programs in the schools to ensure that they are getting enough of the resources that they need.
While the water source has been switched back to the Detroit water, the damage to the pipes is already done, so the water continues to be contaminated with lead. The current issue being faced by the residents is that the government is trying to assign blame instead of fixing the pipes. They also fear that once blame is assigned, the issue will be dropped and the water won't be fixed.
Due to the loss of time in the media, donations of clean water have drastically dropped, making the need for a solution to the problem even more urgent.
Doctors in the area are currently trying to create a mobile medical unit in order to make healthcare more accessible to the residents in the area. This would be a large help for the people who are already affected by the lead who don't have access to transportation in order to receive medical treatment.
While the issues that the people of Flint, Michigan face are ongoing, efforts are being made to fix the damage that has been done and stop any new problems from forming. Schools will offer additional educational and nutritional support for students, doctors are creating mobile medical units, and infrastructure will be improved and replaced. These solutions will not only fix the current problems, but also provide support for the people affected throughout their lifetime while they struggle with the outcome of the Flint water crisis.